So the next chapter is source. Sources of Hindu. First of all, what is source? A source कहले हमें कौन बुझु? Source means a starting point or an inspirational point of certain thing. सेटा होचे source. तो source कहले हमें बुझी परिबा there is a place, a person or a thing where something comes out. जेंदा वो कहले the starting point or the inspirational point of something from where something has come or has started or is obtained. So source is what? It is a place, it is a person or a thing. That is source. So Hindu law is a kind of oldest law. So it has an oldest system of jurisprudence, and now it, like the law or the jurisprudence, is being evolved. So पूर्वरु कौन थिला हमर केवल ancient sources थिला ए हमर हे गला वेदास हे गला वेदांगस हे गला स्मृतिज हे गला कमेंटरी डाइजेस्ट हैला कस्टम यूसेज हे गला ए सब जिंस को नेकी हिंदू लॉ थी बट तापर हैला कम धीरे धीरे जिंस सब चेंज हैला तो हमर एंशिएंट सोर्स सहित आसिकिना किछिटा मॉडर्न सोर्स पे मिसिला जेतेबेले एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ जस्टिस सिस्टम चेंज हैला फ्रॉम मोनार्की माने राजा को शासन पाखरु जेतेबेले डेमोक्रेसी बा गणतंत्र रो शासन को जेतेबेले शिफ्ट हैला सेतेबेले कहला डिफरेंट चेंजेस आसिला कोथरे सोर्स तेणु ये जो सोर्स अच्छी हिंदू लॉ रा ताको हमें दीटा टाइप रे डिवाइड कर पे तो सो सोर्सेस आर बीइंग डिवाइडेड इनटू टू टाइप्स कौन कौन वन इज एंशिएंट सोर्स and ancient sources, another one is modern sources. Ancient sources and modern sources. So what are the ancient sources and what are the modern sources? So under ancient sources we have under ancient sources we have four sources. One is Shruti, second one is Smriti, third is digests and commentaries, and lastly it is customs and usages. We will discuss it one after another पूरे डिटेल डिस्कस कर फर्स्ट खाली ना गुडा को लिखुची श्रुति स्मृति डाइजेस्ट कमेंटरीज कस्टम्स एंड यूसेज मॉडर्न सोर्सेस अंडर तीनटा सोर्सेस आसे वन इज legislation means the law the acts made by the parliament then is precedent the judgments passed by the apex courts and last there are three principles that is called justice equity and good concepts. So these are kind of ancient sources and modern sources. And today's class we are going to discuss about the ancient sources. What are the ancient sources of Hindu law? Today we are going to discuss about that. So as the first source we have Shruti. So, what is Shruti or what is the meaning of Shruti? The meaning of Shruti or Shruti means something which is heard. and that particular word Shruti has derived from the word Shru, and that word Shru is a Sanskrit word. Shru. And what is the meaning of Shru? Shru means what? Shru means to hear. To hear. Which we, the knowledge we accumulate, जो knowledge को हमें receive करूँ by hearing, that is Shruti. So Shruti means something which is heard. Okay. And it is one of the primary and paramount sources of Hindu law, because this is the oldest source, this is the primary source, and it is a paramount source. Oldest, primary, and paramount source. And it has also supreme authority, because all of our daily life, the habits we follow, the customs, the usages, everything has come from that Shruti. So this has supreme authority. Shruti has, as a source, Shruti has supreme authority. But it has no legal significance, obviously, because law agar kahinki Shruti ra kichi relevance rahibani. Law kahaku manibo? Law legislation ko manibo, law precedent ko manibo, law ra Shruti ko neki konasi relevance nahi. It has supreme authority, but there is no legal significance. ଏବେ ଯଦି ଆମେ କିଛି ମାନେ पर्सनल लॉ ର ଜିନିଷ କୁ ନେଇକି ना कोर्ट को ଯିବା, सो कौन आम कौन वेद को आम केबे भी हेले ଯିବା कि गो थ्रू करबा कि वेद रे कौन लिखा है? नो, बिकॉज वी हैव नाउ लॉज. तो लॉज रिगार्डिंग कौन कौन जिनस रिकोर्स बा कौन कौन रिमेडी दिया जाय परबो सेटा देखा जिवो. इट हैज नो लीगल सिग्निफिकेंस and it has not contained any statement of law. एथिरे के जो statement of law नहीं, but law को केनते enforce करा हबो, को जिनस law, because as such before Hindu law रे सेमते किछि law नथिल. हिंदू लॉ और वेस्टर्न लॉ भितर बहुत सारा डिफरेंस थिला, जोटा कि मो फर्स्ट क्लास रे पढी. सो सेकंड नेक्स्ट पॉइंट कोन हबो? देयर इज नो स्टेटमेंट ऑफ लॉ. in Shruti. Okay. So what does Shruti contains? Shruti रे कौन कौन included अछि? Shruti consists of, number one, there are 4 Vedas. Secondly, there are 6 Vedangas. And lastly, there are a lot of or numerous Upanishads. Or which is being called as Vedantas. Okay, Upanishad को Vedanta भी कहा जाए. And with which topic or with which domain the Shruti mostly deals with? Shruti deal करे कहाँ सहित? Shruti deal करे religious rights. And what are the means of attaining true knowledge? I mean knowledge केमती gain करिबा. And what are the achievement or how moksha or the salvation can be achieved? ए सब जिनस सहित किए deal करे? Shruti deal करे. And सबुठु important point which is Shruti रा कौन? Shruti has divine origin, because it is being believed by the Hindu like believers that Shruti is a kind of like source which is being revealed by the Almighty or the divine energy or the God to the human beings. So that's why it is being believed that Shruti has divine origin. It is not made by human beings, or it is not written by human beings. It is a message or some kind of revelations by the Almighty to the human being. Okay, so this is all about Shruti. Now we will go to the Vedas, Vedangas and Vedantas and what they hold. First, before that, what this Shruti deals with? So all these things are, or these things are chiefly dealt by the Shruti. Oh. Now we are going through these three things, that is, what are the Vedas, what it holds, what are the Vedangas, what it holds, and what are the Upanishads or Vedantas hold. So, most importantly, Veda, we know we have four Vedas. What are the Vedas? Number one is Rig Veda, then Sam Veda, thirdly Yajur Veda, and fourthly Atharva Veda. Okay. So all these Vedas has hold something or has deal with something. So the Rig Veda, let's differentiate them. So the Rig Veda, it is the oldest Veda. It has oldest origin. So among the four Vedas, Rig Veda has the oldest origin, or it is the oldest Veda. Then what it contains? It contains eulogies of God. What is eulogies? Eulogies means the mantras or the hymns by which we praise gods. Like for Lord Ganesha, we use the mantra वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ. तो जोटा ठाकुरंकु बा कि जे कोनोसी गॉड को आवाहन करिवा पई कि जो मंत्र गुडा को पढ़ा जाए ताकू हाइम्स बा यूलोजिस कहा जाए. So it contains, or the Rig Veda contains the eulogies or the praise, the hymns of praise of natural forces. आमे जो भी गॉड को पूजा करू समस्तंकर किछि ना किछि मंत्र थाए जो द्वारा कि गॉड कर तादरे रूप वर्णना कराइतबो, से ठाकुरंकर रूप वर्णना कराइतबो, से आइडल रो तांको आमे आवाहन कला बेले से मंत्रटा पाठ करू. जेम मु गणेशंकर कहली, सरस्वतींकर अछि, विष्णुंकर अछि, शांताकारं भुजगशयनम पद्मनाभं सुरेशम लक्ष्मीकांतम कमलानयनम योगी विद्युत. सो पॉइंट है या सबु गॉड कर किसी ना किसी यूलोजिस अच्छी हाइम्स अच्छी टू प्रेज दैट नेचुरल फोर्स. तो ये सब जिनस कोटी कंसिस्ट हेकी अच्छी ऋग वेद. ओके, सो इट कंटेन्स so this is Rig Veda, the first Veda. Then Sam Veda. Okay, so what Sam Veda contains? It contains verses to be chanted by seers. Okay, so एथिरे कौन आसीगला verses जोटा को हमें chant करू, जेमति कि ओम नमः शिवाय. This is a mantra which is being chanted, जोटा को हमें multiple times chant करू. ओम नमः भगवते वासुदेवाय. So these are things or the verses which are being chanted, and this is contained by the Samveda. And it contains also prayers which is composed in the form of mantras and which are intended to be chanted at the time of sacrifices. Okay, जेतले भी होम यज्ञ हुए तादरे हमको पंडित बहुत सारा मंत्र चैंट करिया पई कहंती. So all these mantras which are being chanted while we sacrifice or while we involve in any kind of puja or sacrifices, so then we can chant that mantras. That is dealt by Samveda. The first one is it contains verses to be chanted. Prayers are composed in the form of mantras which are Okay, so this is all about our sum.
दीदी अभी स्क्रीन शेयर कर कि
हाँ,
ଏବେ ତ କିଛି ଶୋ ହିଁ କରୁନି।
ଗୋଟେ second. ଛଅ ସାତଟା ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଲେଖି ବି ସାରିଲିଣି। ଓକେ, ତ
ମାନେ ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଛି ଯେତିକି ଡକା ହେଇଥିଲା ତ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା, ମୁଁ ନିଜେ ଲେଖି ଚାଲିଛି। ଓକେ, ସୋ ଟିକେ ଏଇଟା ରେକର୍ଡେଡ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଦେଖିକି ନା ଟିକେ ଲେଖିଦବ ହେଲା।
ହଁ ହଁ।
So this is the second Veda. Then thirdly we have Yajurved. So Ayurveda basically associates with rituals and magic properties. कि जोड़ा हमारा normally कुआ जाए religion ने ये जिनसा कले इटा हबनी से जिनसा कले सेटा हबनी. So these are the magic properties and the rituals. So Ayurveda basically associates with rituals and magic properties. Okay, and the last Veda is Atharva. And Atharvaveda basically deals with magic, spells, and any kind of incantations. Okay, so these basically deals with magic, spells, etc. So among the four Vedas, the most important and the oldest Veda is Rig Veda, and others are formulated later. So these are the Vedas. Then let's move towards Vedangas. So what are those Vedangas? So Vedangas are the appendices which is attached to the Vedas. What are the appendices? Appendices are some subsidiary matters which is provided in the end of a book or document. Whatever is being written in the document or in the book, and if there is any subsidiary portion is being left out, so the subsidiary matter is being provided in the end of the book or document, that is being treated as Vedangas or appendices. Okay, so what are Vedangas? The first point is Vedangas are the appendices, which means the sections of subsidiary and it is the appendices to the Vedas are called Vedangas, right? Then what is the second thing? So these are some kind of auxiliary disciplines. So there are a major portion which is covered by the Vedas. Then whatever things are being left out, that is being included in the Vedangas. That's why these are some kind of auxiliary disciplines. So the Vedangas are 6 in number. Whatever we have discussed before, there are 6 Vedangas which are the appendices of the Vedas. Let's discuss what are those Vedangas or what are those 6 categories of Vedangas. So the first Vedanga, the name of the first Vedanga is the Sikhya. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग, एटा एते डिटेल एग्जाम रे पचरा हबो नाही। जदि एटा एग्जाम रे आसला आमे केवल लिखिबा व्हाट श्रुति इज, चारिटा श्रुतिर ना लिखियार अछि एंड इट शॉर्ट रे लिखियार अछि देयर आर 6 वेदांगस एंड देयर आर न्यूमरस उपनिषद्स। ओके, आ विषय बेसी किछि लिखिबार नै। फॉर योर नॉलेज ओनली मु एतिक जिंस एक्सप्लेन करूची, याको हमको एग्जाम रे व्हाट इज द शिक्षा कल्प व्याकरण ए सब जिंस लिखिबार नै। सो द फर्स्ट वेदांग इज शिक्षा। जदि मन रहूची बहुत भलो लिखि पारिबो, बट भूल भाल लिखिकिना के आसीबो। फर्स्ट वेदांग होची शिक्षा। So what does we mean by shiksha? So in English it is orthography. And what is orthography? Orthography is the conventional spelling system. Okay, so we write in English, we write many words. The spelling is something, but we pronounce it in an other way. Why? Because there is a theory after that why that particular word is being like pronounced like this. So the shiksha or the conventional spelling system is governed by the theory of orthography. So it is a kind of vedanga also. The second vedanga, the name of the second vedanga is the kalpa. What is kalpa? It is the treatises to deal with the rituals, how we deal with the rituals. So kalpa means treatises dealing with rituals. Why we do this ritual? What is the reason behind that particular ritual? That we don't cut our nails at night. What is the reason behind that ritual? Or we do for like Ganpati, there is a type of ritual or puja. For other goddess, there are other type of rituals. So what are the scientific reasons or why that particular ritual is being followed? That is provided by the Kalpa. Then the Vyakaran. So what is the meaning of Vyakarana? It is grammar. Okay, so the patterns of rhymes, sorry, that is grammar. The fourth Vedanga is the Chandas. Which is prosody. What is Chanda? Chanda is a pattern by which a poetry is being written. So there are poetry is always rhymes. The last words of two lines always rhymes. So Chanda is the prosody or the pattern of rhythms and sounds used in a poetry. Next, the Jyotisha. That is called astronomy. Okay, लोक जो तार जो साइंस अछि केमती लोक जानुचंदी गोटे लोकर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक केमती हबो हाथ देखिकी कि हमर जो जातक देखिकी ना. So this is also something or there is a science also. Maybe this is not a science or anything, that is quite debatable, but all these rules and regulation is being governed by the Jyotish. And the last one is the Nirukta. Nirukta means lexicon. What is lexicon? Lexicon is the vocabulary of a language. The word limits or the vocabulary of a language or a subject. Okay, so these are 6 Vedangas. And what are Vedangas? Vedangas are the which is called the thing, what is the appendices to the Vedas. The last sections of the Vedas, these are Vedas. Got it? Done. Okay. So the next part is Upanishads or Vedantas. So what are the Upanishads or Vedantas? Upanishads or Vedantas are the concluding portions of Veda. Okay. So what are they? They are the concluding portions of Vedas. Okay. So why that Upanishads are relevant? Because these hold some kind of highest principles and philosophy of Hindu religion. Okay, this is the first point. Second one is what? Upanishads hold highest principles and philosophies. Hindu religion. Okay, and one more important thing which lies with Upanishads, these are the mixture of law, religion, morality, everything. There are everything in that Upanishad. So these are the mixture of law, religion, or morality. Okay, so in total there are numerous Upanishads. Okay, and every Veda has some number of Upanishads. In total, there are 1179 Upanishads, and among which from Rig Veda 21 belongs, from Sam Veda, okay, from Sam Veda there is 108. From for Yajur there are, sorry, for Samveda there are 1000, Yajur there are 108, and for Atharvaveda there are 50 Upanishads. Understood? So these are the number of Upanishads and those are relating to the particular Vedas. So this is all about Shruti or Vedas. Any doubt in this segment?
No.
Okay, done. Then let's move forward to the next our source, that is Smriti. This is the second source, second ancient source, that is Smriti. So what is Smriti? What is the meaning of Smriti? So Smriti means what is remembered. So what is the actual meaning of Smriti? It's memory. So what is basically being remembered? 1 second. Hello. हुआ कौन है? हाँ कौन लगे? हाँ जाऊँ गोटे सेकेंड. अच्छा अच्छा गोटे मिनिट नो 5 मिनिट लगे मत. हाँ ठीक अच्छे मुझे जाए. Okay, Smriti means what? What is remember. and it has derived from the word smri. And what is the meaning of smri? Smri means to remember. Understood? Okay. अच्छा. Till now, is there any doubt? Is doubt अच्छी ए पर्यंत भितरे?
ନାଇଁ ଦିଦି।
So, क्लास आज एटू वाइंड अप करिबा. नेक्स्ट क्लास हमें कंटिन्यू